New episode. May we come in? I heard an authoritative voice speaking outside my office door, and I took another sip of water down my throat before grumbling profoundly under my breath. No, I huffed, not wanting to be talked with anyone anymore. I felt even sicker than before as I could not stop worrying about what might to be happening to her this very second. "We are coming in, Tae-hong, whether you like it or not," the same voice spoke angrily behind me, and I rolled my eyes, not wanting giving a damn to turn around to face the guest who abruptly entered my office and closed the door behind them. "Tae-hong," Doctor Alpha-Jin spoke up loudly, trying to get my attention as he failed miserably because the next thing I do is add more whiskey to my glass and clap it. You can't have an empty stomach for long. You are a werewolf. You need to digest something, he said worriedly, walking toward me and snatching the bottle of water away from me. Leave me the alone, I crowed at him with no hesitation as he frowned his wrinkles and eyebrows at me as worry, while I held a scroll on my face before plastering a pained expression. "No, we need to talk," Nam Jun-hyun demanded stubbornly while coming to my other side with arm crossed. "There's nothing to talk about. I have nothing to share or say. You both know that," I concluded with no remorse. "You know they are winning," Nam Jun-hyun whispered painfully as a matter of fact, and I did not acknowledge his word. "He is right, Tae-hong. You are letting the refugee win," Jin-hyun added with a voice filled with gloominess. I huffed silently, watching the wind flood with the leaves of the forest near the pack house and already seeing the uneasy pack member worrying about their Luna, openly imagining how I and Yuna were there when marked her, how I held her in my arms like it's the last thing in the world, and how she smiled at me. Oh my god, her heavenly smile. "You think I'm not trying?" I whispered at both of them, almost sounding desperate at this point, making them look down in despair, already knowing I have tried everything in my power to fix this. "I understand why you are like this, I don't blame you, but there has to be something missing, maybe even a teeny detail," Nam Jun-hyun argued. "If you are here to prompt me on neither, I have literally spoken everyone in the council to the brim with you, Nam Jun-hyun. You know that more than me, Jin-hyun. These stupid privileges should not be given to her." I shook my head in a disappointment, again sitting back down on the office couch. "Well, then how can you let them succeed in break you completely?" Jin-hyun interjected, not with this again. "What am I supposed to do then? Make my men waste more days or maybe even weeks in searching for her in the pack house? Or should I sulk with this broken footage of the cafeteria in front of me? Tell me, Hyung, what the I am supposed to do? Even I know you want the refugee gone just like me, but just like you own men, we can't find them." I sneered at him as he clubbed at the situation, knowing really well that I could not do that much. You are supposed to keep your head straight and think. Even if there is a dead end, there is always a clue we miss. Always. Their goal is not just to take our little, but to also weaken you and make you suffer. They are using your mate as a tool to get to you, but I think your girl is smarter than that. I believe she is still fighting, isn't she? We? Namjoon Hong smirked at me while we crowed at the back of my mind in fury, not liking his tone. I knew exactly what he is doing to me. "Well, then their plan is working because I can't do anything now. Your provoking is not going to work, Namjoon. I wish it did. We has already ragged. He is not in a place to think straight." The security council already interrogated with the suspect, especially Cindy, but she knows nothing about it. Even after the truth serum, I explain almost mortified with the fact that we have nothing to work with, attempting literally everything in a hand with all possible turn. This is so complicated, Jinhong cursed. I'm sorry for causing so much trouble to both of you. I literally don't want to cause damage to your resources, but I seriously cannot think straight now. I don't know what to do without her. I sniffed while letting the tear fall into my cheeks, causing both of them to hitch their breath in a mystery after looking at me. Well, then I guess she's going to die, Namjoon said causally, trying to provoke me into doing something again like he usually does as I growled at his words dangerously while he smirked at me. I know what you are doing. Don't even think about feeding me with the lies to anger my wolf, I threatened as he chuckled. I'm just stating facts, brother, because clearly you are doing nothing for your mate at the moment. You know exactly why I want to anger you, make your wolf snap so he can find something that no one else can. You are the most powerful werewolf for a reason. You are gifted with fury. I know you can do it. You will find the missing piece. Guess she's just going to progress knowing that the fact that you never came for her, he taunted. Don't you think I'm trying? What else I'm supposed to do? We have no new suspect. My fury won't function properly without her. And this is nothing different from your own past king. I spat venomously, making him tusk in a digestion as a response. My people have tried the eastern side of the hills. The refugee linger there, but they found nothing again. Jinhong murmured in despair, making me roar in sorrow after knowing that was the last piece of hope I had. Now it's gone. Why me? Why the me and her? I whisper after tearing the material of the couch with my finger, utterly done with the unfair karma being thrown to my face like a pie. Tick tock Tehong. That's Yuna's clock and it's running out of a time. Nam Jun Hyung smiled innocently at me, making me crack my knuckles at him, and Jin Hyung shoved his shoulder. Give the kid a damn break, Namjoon. Can't you see he's not in the right place? You can't do anything. We is not going to rage, Jin Hong grumbled. Beaten, tortured, touch here and there. You would not be as calm as I am being right now if I had talked like that about your mate. I cried after imagining the things like that happened to her again, making Namjoon Hong huff in defeat before throwing his arm in the air, causing V to surface not just in my mind but in my entire body, making me furious again. If not that method, maybe try another way. Seduce Nida. I heard she's got quite the obsession for you, Namjoon Hyung smirked. Act like I'm interested in a bitch like her. I would rather die, we gagged, while I silently agreed with him with a want to thrown up. Can you still feel her? I asked, we barely, but it is still there, he said. You have to try Taehong. You can't just sit here. Don't force me to actually challenge your wolf to make him come to his senses and use his gifted power because even I want your mate to be safe and sound. Namjoon growled, making me snare quietly as I was still looking outside. Come on, son. We have to do it. It's the only way we would have some kind of a lead at least, Jinhong pleaded. Stop looking at your hand in hopes of getting her location written on it like a kid on a Christmas and save your mate. Good God, I'm starting to wonder whether you actually want her to suffer. Namjoon growled. Of course I don't want her to suffer. You are doing it again, I sneered. Then go out and do it, or else she will be killed. Namjoon laughed, making my jaw clench with my hand formed into fist. Look outside, we said. What? The sky is calling out to me for some reason. I don't know why, we said. Huh? What do you maybe even touch intimately. Before dying from those refusals, he continued to taunt as my knuckles cracked at my intensity before I turned my head toward the glass window, forcefully not wanting to face the scumbag. All that somewhere on the floor, he finished while clapping sarcastically like it was a joke, and I turned toward him. You are wrong, I stated calmly, letting my hands relax beside me, lifting my head up to witness the ultra beauty. No, I'm not. You are not doing anything. Do you even love her, Taehong? Nam Joon-hong crossed his limits and I grabbed his collar as a warning after using my speed to reach him before glaring at my heart out to his taunting one. Wow, you really have the nerve to ask that, don't you? I grimaced at the other god because he was getting under my nerve. I mean, yeah, it just seems like she's nothing to you and you would honestly let her die somewhere in a pity. She is my queen, my oxygen and my star. I would die thousand of a death before letting anyone take her light away from me. I love her with all my heart, so don't you dare question my feeling toward her, or I won't care. I will start a war with you, Nam Jun Hong. You might be older than me, but you sure as can't match with me. I glared at him as we started to surface on my body, pushing his body away from mine roughly before I could see a few stars twinkling into the glasses of my office, and I stared at them. The stars, stars, wait, 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 wait. Are you done? I grumbled at my karma, approaching my desk, seeing him offer me a sad frown after entering my office. Yeah, no luck in the Western Hills, unfortunately. He sighed, upsetting, making me bang my head on the desk before another sniff surfaced into my nose. Why does this happen to her all the time? I just wanted her to be happy. Is that too much to ask for? I silently cried to myself, seeing his footstep came forward more and more before he stopped. Hey, I know you are in a bad place, but maybe you might want to check this out, he murmured as I did not even spare him a glance and had him place something in front of me. I don't know if it's important, but it's from the Villains Void company of a jewelry. They had an additional message for you. Whatever, go away, leave me alone. I growled after seeing what looked like a letter on the glass desk, sewing it in the drawer to read it later, and he nodded in respect. He immediately turned around to walk outside, only for Jungkook to enter next, making me groan and grab the nearest plate in front of me as he had a mischievous smirk on his face. Get the out. No, can do, sir. I'm here to annoy you again so that we can work properly. I said the get out. Jin and Namjoon Hong looked at my shocked face with a confusion after seeing me hey abruptly dashing to my desk to get the sheet of the paper desperately as I finally realized that it's a company that made the custom pendant for her under my orders. They star, her pendant, I cheered in happiness, pushing away both of the we as I speed walked toward the door. What happened to him? Jin Hong asked Nam Jin Hong. Thanks a lot, Nam Jin Hong. I could seriously kiss you. Because of your stupid words, I know how to find her. Am I clear? I asked Jeremy as we were in the control room along with the other tech genius while they were did their confusing things, and he nodded at me before proceeding to track her pen. Then Jungkook, get all the girls in the meeting room. Do it fast. I instructed into the mic of his office before taking out my phone to dial her number. Hello, she quickly answered in a second, making me want to snort after hearing her pathetic voice. Nida, could you please accompany me to the meeting room? I have something rather private to discuss with you, and I assure you it's not about the case, about more about you and me, I said in a seductive voice, and I swear I heard her cheer in a victory before she cleared her throat. Of course, Alpha, right now? She chippered exactly right now, I demanded, adding velvet to my tone, and she scored with hanging up. Time to surprise her. This will be fun. Alpha, we found her, Jeremy announced with a relief while I saw on the screen that her location is somewhere near a cold desert. Holy crap, yes. Good. Prepare your best troop, Jeremy, and contact her brother. Invite the armies of Jin and Namjoon and head to this location in a snake mode. I put a message on the word snake, meaning to confuse themselves into the rocky building as he nodded at me with an assuring smile before I headed to the meeting room. She is found. She is found at last. Now I don't have to worry. She will be safe, and I will have her in my arms in just a few hours, finally. I could not stop the smile on my face, knowing I did the right decision by making that specific company make that gift for her, and now I will at last have my baby in my arm. Good evening, Alpha. The rat greeted me with a flirtatious smile as soon as I entered the meeting room. To see she was all alone, and she was literally sitting on the desk seamlessly. Good evening, Nida. I addressed professionally, resisting the urge to choke her to the death while closing the door behind me very softly, almost in an attempting notion as she bit her lips stupidly. I might poke, we said, count me in. You had something to discuss in private, she spoke in a seductive voice while propping her hips after getting off the desk and swaying them while walking toward me. Please keep your distance before I actually draw your eye out. I did, I replied with a firm voice, and she giggled. What is it about specifically? Bitch, I'm told you on the phone. Almost us, I announced as her lips twisted quickly in excitement, and I almost wanted to just run away. You're doing well there. Keep it up. That. What about us? She asked innocently while standing dangerously close to me, and I wanted to literally choke her to the death for kidnapping Yuna. You might know that my mate is no longer available to their throne, and I was wondering if I have any substitute to be my queen, I said in a fake perplexed voice, as even her fingers started to twitch creepily. God, does she do anything other than twitch creepy? I'm sorry for your loss, Alpha. I truly wish I knew what happened to her, she said in not so sorry voice, making me almost sad at her attempt to seduce me. It's fine, it's not your fault. But I gave up trying to find her. My wolf needs someone by his side. I signed in fake sadness while she pouted his lips a little bit. Kill me now. Even though it's heartbreaking, I guarantee you that you deserve someone better. She poured into my ear while I almost made a choking noise but quickly covered it with a cuff. I was wondering whether you have someone in mind who would love to help me, I said while leaning away from her as she nodded at me happily. I was wondering, what about me? She asked excited, and I swear I just had heard my brain cell yelling while they were dying. I swear I heard that. You, I hemmed. while pretending to be in a deep thought as her disgusting fingertip touched my skin. Ew, ew, ew. Now that I think about it, I said with a sparkle while leaning toward her ear, this time as she was laughing like a pig under her breath. You and I started with a husky voice, making her shiver with no shame while my fist clenched and my teeth gritted. We'll never be together. I will never want you, nor will you ever have me. You disgust me. I regret having you still employed in the inner circle. I roared in my alpha voice as she froze and choked on her spit, jamming my words into her brain slowly before widening her eyes. And to even think trying to get to me after hurting my Yuna, oh boy, you just made the biggest mistake of your life, I chuckled mechanic, making her glub loudly with no shame. I don't know what you are talking about, Oh, I will tell you, you are going to be so punished for your acts. I'm sure you would not even be alive by the time I'm done with you. The audacity to break a power couple, huh? I used her own words against, and she started to shake in a fear after hearing my furious voice. What are you going to do? Oh, don't worry, Nida. I won't do anything to you. I will never punish you because no one will know what will happen to you in this closed wall if there is no camera here. Not even your lawyer, I said, reassuring while leaning away and looking at her pathetic face with a smile while she widened her eyes in a fright. That's not my job, is there? I announced, turning around to leave the room as I saw all the girls with outgrown franks and threats ready to diminish her living, and I chuckled. Zurika, Yasmin, Maya, and even Ben came prepared with their almost shifted stance, while I could hear Nida's heels backing up in a fear after Estonia sighed. Have fun, ladies. I will make sure to bring you some tea and cupcakes for you. Nice kitty party, I announced happily before closing the door behind me as the noises and screams of God and whimpers came from the room, making me smile satisfying. Don't worry, baby, I'm coming for you.